Welcome back to Mind Discipline Lab. In this video, we begin a journey into purpose. Purpose means the reason why you live, why you act, and why you move forward. Purpose is your why. Purpose is your direction. Purpose is your meaning. When you have a purpose, your life becomes clear. You know what you want. You know where you are going. You know why you wake up every day. Purpose is the heart of a meaningful life. Many English textbooks say that purpose is the main goal of your life. Purpose helps you make choices. Purpose gives your actions meaning. Purpose guides your steps. Purpose helps you understand what is important. Imagine you are walking on a long road. If you have purpose, the road feels clear. You move with confidence. If you do not have purpose, the road feels confusing. You stop many times. You turn left, then right, then back again. You feel lost. Life without purpose feels like a boat without a captain. The waves push the boat in every direction. It moves without control. It moves without meaning. It moves without a plan. Many people today feel this way. They say, "I do not know what to do." They say, "I feel confused." They say, "I feel empty inside." But life with purpose feels very different. A person with purpose wakes up with energy. A person with purpose feels strong. A person with purpose feels hope. A person with purpose says, "I know what I want, and I know why I try." Purpose gives power. Purpose gives discipline. Purpose gives direction. Purpose gives courage in difficult times. Psychology teaches us that purpose is important for the mind. Purpose reduces stress. Purpose increases motivation. Purpose helps people feel happy. Purpose helps people stay mentally strong. And purpose even helps people live longer. The famous psychologist Viktor Frankl said, "Those who have a why to live can bear almost any how." This means that if you know your reason for living, you can face any problem with courage. Your purpose becomes your strength. The ancient Greek philosopher Socrates said, "The unexamined life is not worth living." He believed that we must look at our own life. We must ask questions like, who am I? What do I want? What is important to me? Why am I here? Your purpose begins when you start to know yourself. Another philosopher, Aristotle, said that the purpose of life is eudaimonia, a Greek word that means living well, living with growth, and living with meaning. He said, "Happiness depends on ourselves. Your purpose is something you create through your actions and your character. Your purpose grows when you grow." Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic philosopher and Roman emperor, believed that purpose comes from doing your duty and doing what is right. He said, "What stands in the way becomes the way." The problem in front of you is not your enemy. It is your teacher. It shows your path. It shows your purpose. In Stoicism, purpose is not about pleasure. Purpose is about strength. Purpose is about discipline. Purpose is about living in a way that matches your values. Confucius, the ancient Chinese philosopher, said, "The man who moves a mountain begins by carrying away small stones." This means that purpose does not begin big. Purpose begins with small steps, small actions, small efforts. Over time, these small steps create great change. Psychology also tells us that the brain needs purpose. The brain needs goals. The brain needs direction. When you have purpose, your mind becomes focused. Your energy becomes strong. Your attention becomes clear. Purpose creates something called intrinsic motivation. Intrinsic motivation means you do something because you want to, not because someone tells you to. This type of motivation is powerful. It lasts longer. It feels better. It makes discipline easier. When you have purpose, you can wake up early. You can work hard. You can study with focus. You can continue even when you feel tired. You can stay disciplined Because you know why you act. Here is a simple story. Imagine a girl named Sarah. She studies English every day, but she feels bored and tired. She does not enjoy it. One day, she decides she wants to become a travel guide. She wants to meet new people. She wants to travel the world. Now, she has a purpose. Her English practice is no longer boring. It becomes important. It becomes meaningful. It becomes part of her dream. She studies every day with new energy. Her purpose gives her power. Purpose changes everything. When you have purpose, you feel excited. You feel clear. You feel useful. You feel strong. You feel focused. You feel alive. When you do not have purpose, you feel tired. You feel bored. You feel confused. You feel lost. You feel empty. But this can change. Purpose can be learned. Purpose can be built. Purpose is not money. Purpose is not fame. Purpose is not being popular. Purpose is not approval from others. Purpose is not perfection. Purpose is something deeper. Purpose is something personal. Purpose lives inside your heart and mind. Psychology explains that purpose has three important parts. The first part is meaning. You understand why something matters. The second part is direction. You know where you want to go. The third part is contribution. You do something that helps others or improves the world. When you have meaning, direction, and contribution, you have a strong purpose. Imagine a nurse. She helps people. This gives her meaning. She knows her role in society. This gives her direction. She supports others. This gives her contribution. Her work has purpose. Here is a simple exercise to help you find the beginning of your purpose. Take a deep breath, calm your mind, and ask yourself 3 questions. What makes me feel happy? What makes me feel useful? What makes me feel strong? Your answers are the first steps to discovering your purpose. The Stoics believed that purpose is not only a feeling. Purpose is something you live through action. They believed in a simple rule: live according to nature. This means doing your duty, doing your best, and doing what is in your control. It also means not worrying about things that are outside your control. You live your purpose through small actions every day, through discipline, through focus, through character, through doing what is right, even when it is hard. Purpose is not found in the future. It is created in the present. It is created through your thoughts, your choices, and your actions. This is the end of Section 1. Now you understand what purpose is, why it matters, how psychology explains it, and how philosophy explains it. Purpose is your reason, your direction, and your meaning. Purpose is the foundation of a strong and meaningful life.